So for that, what we do, we go for shaping the baseband response. Okay, we are going to shape the baseband response of the system. So that leads to different types of formats. Okay, so that is what we are studying about these formats. So to avoid this intersample interference, how to make it in a controlled manner so that we can avoid this intersample interference, you shape the signal. So we are going to go for different types of waveform formats. So this is mainly used for baseband representation of a binary data. Okay, where we can go for different types of sets over here, where you can go for different types of sets. Now, what we'll do is we have four nearly unipolar NRZ, RZ format. NRZ means non-return zero. Okay, NRZ it means NRZ means it is non-return zero, and RZ means it is return zero. I'll tell you what are this significance by drawing this appropriate waveforms. Then you will clearly come to know what is this non-return zero. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by return zero? So what and all you need to study is unipolar non-return zero format, unipolar return zero format, polar return zero format, polar non-return zero format, bipolar NRZ, bipolar RZ, and Manchester format. Each format has its own advantages and disadvantages, and we use it for specific applications. Whatever we want to go for, we can go for different types of formats over here. Okay. So now, what do you mean by this non-return zero is? Non-return zero itself, it means that when suppose if I take a unipolar format, okay, your symbol 1, how it is represented, symbol 0, how it is represented, how the duration is taken care. That signifies whether it is return 0 or non-return 0. So if the pulse is occupying the full duration, that means what is one duration? One duration is, it goes till TB. This is the bit duration. Okay, this is called as a bit duration. So when it takes one duration TB, the pulse occupies full bit, then we represent it as your non-return zero. Return zero means it takes only half that bit duration. It goes exactly to the midpoint. It goes till TB by 2. Then we tell that it returns to the x-axis, and again it will become 0. That means that pulse will be occupied from 0 to TB by 2. So that we call it as your return 0. But when you take the bit duration in general, both are having TB only. Okay, so that's what we do it. So now we will go for how to go for drawing the formats. Now if you see in unipolar return 0, first one we will go for unipolar return 0. So now if you see from here to here, this place from 0 to TB, this is one bit duration. This is one bit duration TB. Okay, next bit what happens? TB to 2 TB. This is TB. Again TB to 3 TB. Now what we do, I am going to represent a binary symbol, some amplitude A. Okay, so that it's some A volts over there. So it is going to occupy. What it is mean? It is return 0. Unipolar return 0. So as I told you, it goes only from 0 to TB by 2 at this instant. Okay, this is TB by 2. So if you see, x of t becomes plus A from 0 to TB by 2, and it becomes 0 in the remaining duration from TB by 2 to TB. That is this interval. That is this interval. So that is for symbol 1. For binary symbol 1, it will happen like this. Okay, I again write it. It is for symbol 1, binary symbol 1. So when it go for binary symbol 0, what happens? That full duration, see now this is 0, this duration is 0. So from TB to 2TB, this is occupying x of t should become 0 volt. So I don't have any signal at this particular region. So this is 0 volt. Okay. So it goes from TB to 2TB. That is 1 TB. That is one duration. So when I represent a format like this, that we call it as your unipolar return 0 format. Just look at the format once more. You are able to follow what I was telling? You are able to follow? I want your response. That's why I just made a pause over there. Whether you are able to
Yes, sir.
understand this waveform. Okay. Yeah, fine. Now, what we have the next format? What we had, the previous one we had?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, we can't hear you.
Any doubt?
So you muted all the while actually.
Yeah, sorry. Again, I'll repeat. See, I have taken the same sequence, that is a binary sequence 10110. This is the sequence I took for the unipolar return 0 also. Same sequence I am taking. So only the difference which we have in unipolar non-return 0 format is that symbol which we take, binary symbol which I take, it occupies the full duration TB. Okay, so x of t will take plus a from 0 to TB, and symbol 0 it will become 0. That is the only change which we have between return 0 and non-return 0. So you can see in this format what we did, 1 0 1 1 0. So this is for 1, this is 0, I have 1 1. Each duration is going to be TB, bit duration is going to be TB. So this type of format we called as your NRZ unipolar format. Okay. So when it occupies a fraction of the symbol duration, then we told it is return 0, a fraction of that. Okay. So the NRZ version of unipolar format, okay, normally we draw the base based on your rectangular pulse only. So the unipolar format offers simplicity of implementation. Okay, it is very simple to implement. But one thing we have, it contains a DC component. Okay, this NRZ format contains a DC component. So you have some DC component here. Normally we won't use any DC component, but this has some DC component over here. this is not good to have a DC component. Okay, so normally the DC bias should not be there, but here we have some DC component coming into picture due to the NRZ format. Okay, so now that is the difference between unipolar return zero and unipolar non-return zero format. Okay, is this clear?
Sir, how DC component is coming into picture of NRZ unipolar format?
Yeah, because what happens in this case, you just see the unipolar format, see, it contains some DC component, right? See, you have 1 0 1 1 0. You are keeping, see, you are keeping a full bit duration over here. It is not the half bit duration. You're occupying the full pulse over there. In that case, you will have a DC component. This I will just let you later on with an example over there. Okay. So this is an example where you see you will have some DC component. Because the energy per bit or the per pulse bit is more. In that case, we will have a DC component.
But sir, in unipolar RZ format, DC component is there also.
Yeah, what I was telling is, when you go for RZ, that is in unipolar RZ, what happens, what we are doing over there? We are having TB by 2 period waveform and it returns to 0 value over there, isn't it? But here it is not returning to 0 value. Is that clear? It is A volts, for example, the amplitude is some A volts for TB by 2 period when 1 is transmitted. So what is happening in this one? The TB is for 1 bit period and for the remaining TB by 2 period, it returns to 0 value. So it nullifies over there. Here it is not able to nullify. That's why you contain some DC component over there when you take the energy per bit or per pulse when you take. Is that clear?
Sir, I don't think so, sir, because in the first case, a DC component is what? The average of the waveform, right?
Yeah, correct.
Sir, so in the second case, NRZ unipolar format, sir, A into TB by TB is A.
A into
TB by A. A into period of the
you are
waveform
telling that
divided.
area you are telling.
No, sir, I am calculating the DC component.
Okay.
Okay, sir. So what will be, sir, area under the curve upon the period, right? So, sir, the DC component is coming in the picture equals to A.
Okay.
And in the first case,
the previous one return 0. It is
yes,
going
sir.
only till.
Sir, so A into TB by 2 plus 0 into TB by 2.
No, you have
Upon,
to see.
sir, upon
You didn't
TB.
understand. See, 1 minute. I'll just draw it once more here. See, when you go for return 0, it is somewhat like this. Okay, here it is TB and this is TB by 2. Okay, this is A. Am I correct? For one duration, 1 bit duration. So what happens? Will you have the DC component here? See, the bit duration is full TB. When I take the average, then there won't be DC component in this case, whereas you will have DC component in this case. That's why we tell that energy per bit or per pulse. When it is more, it will happen. Here it is not like that. You just calculate and see, you will be able to get it. You just take one example of binary symbol. Just calculate what is getting. You just tell me now for this diagram which I have drawn. Can you please tell me?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get your question.
See here in this unipolar NRZ, you don't have separation between pulses. isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
separation?
No, sir.
Yeah. In the earlier one, you have separation between pulses.
Yes, sir.
So naturally, when you take in this type of format, the receiver needs synchronization to detect unipolar NRZ, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So why we need synchronization? There is some DC component over there. Whereas in the earlier one, okay, you have some separation between the pulses over there. But here you don't have any separation between the pulses. So that is why it arises some energy per bit is getting more over there. That is the theory behind that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So next one, if you go for, what do you think that what will be the polar RZ, how it will become? Can anyone tell me what will be the RZ polar format? What do you think? Now a word has come, polar. What is it? Polar.
Plus A to minus A.
Yeah, that means a logical thinking we can tell, that is symbol 1 when I take, you should have, but here what it is, polar RZ. RZ means what I have to do? RZ means what I have to do? You have to go till fraction of the bit duration, isn't it? Yes or no? Polar RZ means you have to go till fraction of the duration. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So the term polar means symbol 1, that means the binary symbol 1 should be plus A from 0 to TB by 2, and the remaining period it should be 0, that is from TB by 2 to TB. But since it is polarity, symbol 0 will have minus A from 0 to TB by 2 and 0 from TB by 2 TB. That's why we call it as your polarity. So when I go for, this becomes x of t will become plus A from 0 to TB by 2 and 0 from TB by 2 to TB, whereas for symbol 0 when you take, symbol 0 here when you take, this should be opposite of this. This is plus A means this is minus A. That's why you can see over here. This has become plus A. This is some minus A. But it goes till fraction of the bit duration. TB by 2 is here. Okay, this is TB. So this is some 1.5 TB. This is some 1.5 TB. That is TB by 2 duration. Where for symbol 0, this is 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 here taken, same binary example. Okay, so this depicts your RZ polar format. So what we do over here, it is represented by a positive voltage polarity and symbol 0 is represented by a negative voltage polarity. Symbol 1, binary symbol 1, positive voltage polarity, and binary symbol 0 is represented by negative voltage polarity. Okay. And whenever I write for NRZ, non-return 0 means what is the one change you have? It is very easy. This has to go from full duration. Similarly, minus A has to go to full duration. That is the only change. That means in NRZ polar format, x of t will be plus A from 0 to TB for binary symbol 1, whereas for binary symbol 0 it becomes minus A from 0 to TB. Okay, so this is with regard to the NRZ polar format. Is this two waveforms clear, students? How to draw it?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, everyone? How we have drawn it? These two waveforms, how we have drawn, are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next format, what we have? Now we have bipolar NRZ. See, bipolar NRZ and return 0 format. This we have to see. So now in bipolar format, normally what we need to do is we need to take positive and negative pulses. These are used alternatively for transmission of ones and zeros over that. So how you will represent? Okay. So when I go for bipolar, okay, see the writing which I have done. Symbol 1, okay, same example I have taken. I have not changed the binary example. It is again 1 0 1 1 0. Symbol 1, it is NRZ. As I told NRZ, you have to take the full duration or the fraction. So this is first occurrence of binary 1. Okay, this is first occurrence. This is first occurrence. So this I'll write it as plus A. This I'll write it as plus A. First binary occurrence, symbol 1. Next occurrence is coming over here. Second occurrence of binary 1 will have minus A. That will have full duration. Third occurrence, again it will be plus A. Okay. So alternatively plus A minus A plus A, it goes on for symbol 1. But binary symbol 0, which is transmitted, will take only 0 volt from 0 to TB. That is the only change. So this will be always 0 volt. That is this place. And here I have 1. It was second occurrence. So I went TB, but it was minus A. That's what you mean by first occurrence and second occurrence of binary symbol 1. Similarly, when I go for bipolar return 0 format, bipolar return 0 format, okay, what is the only change we have? This is the same example I have taken, 1 0 1 1 0, same example, but I go only till fraction of the bit duration, 0 to TB by 2, 0 to TB by 2. So this is bit duration TB, this is 2 TB. Okay, but here I need to go only till 0 to TB by 2. That will be first occurrence plus A. Then second occurrence minus A, but that has to go only till 0 to TB by 2. Okay, and third occurrence, this will become plus A. Like that we need to do. That is called as your bipolar return 0 format. So now, normally this bipolar representations, okay, this bipolar representations, okay, this has 3 levels. It has 3 levels. What are the levels we have? We are having 3 voltage levels. That's what you mean by 3 levels. We have one plus A is coming. Okay. Then we have some 0 volt is coming. And then we have some minus A volts coming. Okay. So this format is also called as, this we also call as pseudo, we can also call this as pseudo trinary format. Pseudo trinary format. The other name for bipolar format. Okay. So now you have a spacing between this one. Okay. You have a spacing, enough spacing between the binary symbols over here. So bipolar, whenever we go for a 3-level formats, then we can use such type of formats in any communication systems. Okay. Is that clear? Which I have drawn, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now,
Sir,
yeah, tell me.
sir, so what is the advantage of going with this bipolar method over, say, a normal unipolar or polar method?
See, now I want to represent 3 voltage levels. For example, this format, see, you are just making like you are just coding it, isn't it? This bipolar format. See, you are translated a PCM signal What are these formats actually? You had a PCM signal, you are converted to one of the formats because you won't have an overlapping. So for non-overlapping, to prevent this ISI only, we go for these formats. So especially this 3-level format where we need is, sometimes in some applications we need both plus VCC and minus VCC, isn't it? If
Yes,
you go
sir.
for some op-amp applications and all, we need plus VCC, minus VCC and 0. So then
Yes,
I
sir.
need such formats over there, not only between plus VCC and 0. See, when I use plus VCC and 0, normally what will be the threshold will you keep as a decision device?
VCC by 2.
Correct. So when we take plus, for example, plus VCC, 0 and minus VCC, what will be the threshold you'll be keeping? You will be keeping 0. Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So if I have, for example, plus 12 volt, 0 and minus 12 volt in certain applications, then I need to use trinary formats only. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So next format, what we have, Manchester format. Okay. So what do you mean by Manchester format? So this is a special format. Okay. That means this has an inbuilt synchronization itself. Okay. It has an inbuilt synchronization. Why we tell? Because when I want to transmit one symbol 1, okay, I take two polarities for symbol 1. That means plus A should be from 0 to TB by 2, minus A should be from TB by 2 to TB. That is for symbol 1. Symbol 0, when I go, x of t will be minus A from 0 to TB by 2 and A from TB by 2 to TB. So what happens alternatively? So there won't be any errors, will be very much less over there. Errors will be very much, and moreover, okay, since it has an inbuilt synchronization over here, okay, so we can prefer this format. But what we do over here is, it may be done at the expense of the bandwidth. Why we tell it is done at the expense of the bandwidth? Because for symbol 1 itself, you have 2 voltage levels over there. And for symbol 0 also you have 2 voltage levels. So what happens? The bandwidth is getting increased. Okay. So what happens to the bandwidth over there? It is becoming twice of that the NRZ format. Okay. So that's why I was telling it has both pros and cons. So when I go for Manchester format, you see, which I was telling theoretically, which I was telling. So this becomes plus A. Okay, this is till 0 to TB by 2 and this is TB. Okay, this is the full duration. Here it is minus A. Now what happens? See, when I draw, please be careful. See, when I draw, let me write it 1 0 1. Okay, you just draw like this, dotted lines like this, then you start drawing it. That is a good practice. Okay, like this you do. So symbol 1, what happens? It has to go from plus A. It has to go from plus A. It has to go till TB by 2. It has come. Next is it has to go from minus A. So it is like this we are drawing. So now we have come over here. Now next one is again symbol 1. Next is what actually is happening? Symbol. What do you have? If I want to draw for 1, you extend it. Okay, extend it and then you start drawing like this. So plus A minus A, again it is 1. So again I go up. Again I go up because it has to start from plus A. Okay, always the starting point for symbol 1 should be from plus A, whereas the starting point for symbol 0 should be minus A. That is how it is drawn. Okay. Is that clear over here? So when I come for symbol 0, so you can see a change. Here it was -a in symbol 1. Okay. But the successive symbol which has come over here is 0. But the starting point is -a. That is why I am extending here. Is that clear? Is that clear,
Yes,
student?
sir. Yes.
So I am extending here. Then what happens when you go from TB by to TB? It has to go to plus A. So here it has come to plus A. At this region, it has come to plus A. Now the next symbol is binary symbol 1. So I need to continue because the starting point is plus A for binary symbol 1. So this is what you called as your Manchester format. And again I tell, since they have, it is very efficient, we tell. Okay, see the NRZ version of unipolar, polar and bipolar format make efficient use of bandwidth. Which is making efficient use of bandwidth? NRZ version of unipolar, polar and bipolar format make efficient use of bandwidth, but they do not offer synchronization capability. Okay, but in Manchester format, what we do? This Manchester format has built-in synchronization, but it is attained at the expense of the bandwidth requirement. That means it is nearly twice that of NRZ format. So that is a conclusion which I can draw from these formats. That is the conclusion which I can draw from these formats. So when I come for the same thing, a debit transmission. Okay, these are all single bit, one like this. So I can represent a debit transmission, that means 0, 1 or 1, 0, some natural code. So that we called as your polar quaternary. Why we tell NRZ? So NRZ means you have to go for full bit duration. So now the utilization of bandwidth can be made efficient by using this format. Okay, so this is the example which I have given, which shows the representation of the format in polar quaternary. This is of NRZ type. So now the message bits, what I am doing is message bits, they are grouped into block of 2 bits. So these are grouped. So these are grouped into block of, this grouped into block of 2 bits. Okay, that means 0, 1, 1, 0. So for each bit, I am going to assign one voltage representation over here for a natural code. Okay, so 0, 0, it should start only at -3A. So where is 0, 0 bit? This, for example, I have taken 0, 0 is here. This is -3A. This is -3A volts. Okay, whereas when I go for 0, 1, first message block bit is 0, 1. So I go for -A. Next, what I have 1, 0. 1, 0, what is the representation? I need to represent as A volt. So this is plus A. Again, the next bit is also 1, 0. Again, it will become plus A. So like that, you can group it. Okay. So what happens? So we are able to get 4 combinations and amplitude levels are assigned over here. So we are able to get 4 combinations and amplitude levels are assigned over here. So these 4 distinct binary symbols are referred as debits. So you won't call it as bits, you call it as debits. Okay, because we are grouping into 2. We are grouping into 2. And one more thing we can do from here. Okay, if needed, this is a natural code. From here you can develop a gray code also. You can also go for that. That anyway, just for an additional information I'm giving, you can also go for a gray code. Okay, gray code means what actually?
So only one bit changes
One bit
its value.
change. That you can make a one bit change and develop a gray coding format for the same polar quaternary NRZ format. So you can assign it with a gray coding also. So if I want to go for a gray code, for example, if I want to go for a gray code, okay, just we'll see. If I want to go for a gray code for the same thing, okay, you make only for a one bit change for 0, 0 for level -3a. Let me make it a 0, 0. Let me make it as 0, 1 for this format. Let me take it as 1, 1 for A, and plus 3A will make it as 1, 0. So this gives a gray code format. And for this gray code format, you can draw like this. Is that clear? You have to draw like this. You make some 3A, A, 0, minus A, and 3A. So what happens when I draw? Where will be the first bit coming? For same example, 0, 1, 1, 0, what will happen? What will happen if I draw? It will come somewhat like this. According to the gray code, if I done a older representation like this, it should start from here, then it should go till 3A and then take like this. Then it has to come till -3A, somewhat like this it should come. Okay, if I want to represent the gray coding, so any type of format we can make just with a one bit change. So that will give or assign for a gray code format also. So this polar quaternary NRZ type coding, we can combine what we are able to follow from the natural code to develop a gray code. We can combine two successive bits. So in M-array coding, we combine this k successive bits. So what is the combination we get? We get 2 power k. That is some m distinct levels. Okay. So what are the levels we get? Some 2 power k will be equal to m. This will be our distinct levels which I can take. That's how you develop these levels. So what is the advantage over there? The signaling rate may be reduced. So signaling rate is reduced. So that is how you go for these type of formats. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? What is this natural code and what is this Manchester format? The observations.
Yes, sir.
So from this, what we can infer, what are the properties we have? What are the desirable properties of this PAM signals? So one thing we can infer is your PAM signal should have some clock information so that it can be extracted from the signal itself. So something which you can infer. So PAM signal should have some timing content so that clock information can be extracted from the signal itself. And second property which we can think for is your PAM must be immune to noise and channel interference. Okay. So PAM must be immune to noise and channel interference. And your PAM should allow for detection and correction for errors. Okay. You should have a provision for detection and correction of errors. And one more thing is we need to ensure that the power content must be minimum. Okay, so that's what we need to do it. So this is with regard to just the drawing we have done. Okay, so one more thing which we need to do is from here, that is what we studied earlier. We need to study about its autocorrelation. Okay, then we need to study about power spectral density, how to calculate for these formats. So what I'll do is, okay, first I'll give you the formula for calculating the autocorrelation and PSD. Then we'll work on with one example how to calculate the autocorrelation and PSD. Okay, just pay attention. So just look at this table which I have given. This is what I have drawn. Just look at this table, everyone. So what do you mean from the table? Unipolar NRZ. Okay. When you go for NRZ, you take A for symbol 1, 0 for symbol 0. That's what I have drawn and shown you. So all these things we have taken a rectangular pulse of unit amplitude and duration T. See, one thing I want to ask from you. Okay. What happens when I take the Fourier transform of this pulse? What will be the result we will be getting? You studied in analog communication. That I am going to use it over here. Just I want to know it. What is the pulse shape over there? It is a rectangular pulse. Okay. This is a rectangular pulse. Okay. This is given. Unit amplitude and duration TB. What happens when I take the Fourier transform of this one, V of f? What happens?
Sir, we get a sinc function.
Sinc function, correct. Okay. So that we will be getting, what will be the value? It is a rect function when I take the Fourier transform. So if it is divided by TB in the time duration, it will be multiplied by TB in the frequency domain. So I will be getting some format TB sinc of FTB. Okay, isn't it? Why I am writing is because when I use the formula, okay, I may have to calculate the Fourier transform of the rectangular pulse. Pulse which we have taken, which is of unit amplitude, okay, I have not taken it as plus A, I have taken it as unit amplitude. That's why I written unit amplitude and duration TB. So in that case, the Fourier transform comes out to be TB sinc FTB. Okay. Whereas in this case, when I go for a doublet pulse, of height plus or minus 1 and total duration TB. Okay. Here what will be the V of f you will be getting or thinking? Doublet pulse of unit amplitude and duration TB. Okay. Here I should get the Fourier transform. Okay. Doublet pulse means how it will be?
Sir, everywhere we have TB, we have to replace by TB by 2.
Because we are having the polarity levels, isn't it? TB by 2. So in that case, the value which you will be getting, okay, please try to take the Fourier transform of the doublet pulse and see whether you are getting this answer. You just see. So why I am writing V of f? Because you should not take the same value of V of f what you have in your polar or unipolar. In Manchester it is different. It won't be TB sinc FTB. The value after deriving you will be getting J TB. Okay, it will become sinc of FTB by 2 and it will become sine pi FTB. This will be the value for your Fourier transform of the doublet pulse. Okay, this will be the Fourier transform of the doublet pulse. So again I repeat. So this is the Fourier transform of the doublet pulse. So you have to use in the formula appropriately which type of pulse you are taking. Accordingly, you need to take the Fourier transform. This is for the doublet pulse. Okay. So now we'll go to the formula. So whatever is given in the table, you have seen as the diagrams earlier. Okay, that's what I have drawn. So normally the diagrammatic representation will give you a clear picture instead of showing a table like this. Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we need to go for the formulas over here. Then I'll tell you how to calculate. Okay. So now just look at the formula what I given. So what we are going to go for? We are going to go for power spectra of discrete time. Okay. So now we have seen the signaling formats. Okay, different implementations we have seen for all those pulse trains we have seen. So now in particular what we are going to do, we are going to describe them all different realizations. All are different sample functions of a random process x of t. Okay. So now this random process x of t is given here. This is a formula for a random process. What I given, x of t is equal to ak v of t minus kt. So ak is going to be a discrete random variable. This is a random variable, a discrete random variable. Okay, and v of t may be any pulse shape. Either it may be a non-return zero or a return zero, anything it can be, any pulse shape. Accordingly, we need to substitute in this particular random process. X of t is equal to summation k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity ak v of t minus kt. Okay, so v of t is a basic pulse shape. Your t which is given over here, this is your symbol duration. This one is your symbol duration. And when you see this basic pulse, I written v of 0 equal to v1 for normalized one, because the basic pulse v of t is centered at the origin t equal to 0. That's why we tell v of 0 is equal to 1. So, and when it is normalized, we can write v of 0 is equal to 1. So, what we have seen in this table earlier. So, in this table we have seen, we have presented a summary of sample values of coefficient ak and basic pulse v of t. Okay, this is that ak which is coming in the random process. You are able to see over here on ak which type of pulse you need. That is given over here, right? So that ak, whenever we write, we call it as symbol A for symbol 1. So from that table we need to pick and then take it. So now this basic pulse v of t for various formats, okay, and its corresponding Fourier transform also I written over there. So the data signaling rate. What is the data signaling rate? This is called the data signaling rate. It is the reciprocal of the bit duration. We also call it as data rate, or also you can call it as data signaling rate. Some of them call it as data signaling rate. All we simply call it as data rate. So it is measured in bits per second. Okay, this is measured in bits per seconds. So at which the data is transmitted. So that is very important parameter, the data rate. At what rate the data is getting transmitted. So normally it is, we refer this data signaling rate also as bit rate. Okay, you can also call it as your bit rate, a data rate, or a data signaling rate. Everything we can call. Okay, so the TB is called as the bit duration. Now you can also have an opinion, what is this modulation rate? Modulation rate is nothing but it is defined at the rate at which the signal level is changed. Okay, it is defined at the rate at which the signal level is changed based on the type of format. Okay, based on the type of format. So the modulation rate is normally measured in baud's. Okay, modulation rate is measured in called as baud's. Okay, or you can call it as symbols per second. Some give also we call it as symbols per. This is the modulation rate, symbols per seconds. So for any M array format, what is that M? M is the integer power of 2. M is integer power of 2 for me to represent the binary data. So how this symbol duration is related to the bit duration, that is the formula given over here. Symbol duration and bit duration is given by this. Pardon? Yes. Yes, you can ask a doubt. Please ask. Is it clear? This formula, the relation between the symbol duration and bit duration. Now please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So T is equal to TB log M base 2. Please remember it is log M base 2. Okay. And autocorrelation, if I want to estimate, that is the ensembled autocorrelation, how do you do it? It is E of AK into AK minus N. What do you mean by that? One bit shifted version of the other bit. That's what you mean by autocorrelation. You studied about correlation, isn't it? All of you? Correlation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one bit and a delayed version of the same bit will give you the autocorrelation function. Okay. If it is cross correlation, we tell that one bit and a other bit delayed version. That we call as a cross correlation. So normally the Fourier transform of the autocorrelation is nothing but the PSD. Is that clear? When I take the Fourier transform of autocorrelation, you get the power spectral density. So for getting the autocorrelation, this is the expectation operator. Okay, this is the expectation operator. Which one? That E. Expectation of E of AK and AK minus N. Okay. So that becomes your ensembled autocorrelation. And to estimate your power spectral density, okay, normally we get this from Wiener-Khinchin relations. We get this from Wiener-Khinchin relations where we write Sx of f is equal to 1 by T V of f squared. What is this V of f squared? Can anyone tell me? Here, V of f squared.
Fourier transform of the discrete pulse. The basic pulse.
Of that basic pulse. So which pulse we are taking, accordingly that value has to be substituted over here. Is that clear? If it is a doublet pulse, here, which I wrote over here, which pulse you are taking, accordingly the value of V of f has to be substituted in the formula over that. So if it is a doublet pulse, V of f will change. Accordingly, it will change over here, over here. It depends upon which type of format I am using. And summation n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity Ra of n. Why I am writing exponential of minus j 2 pi n of t? Because it is a Fourier transform function. Okay. Fourier transform of autocorrelation. If I take the Fourier transform of autocorrelation, you will get the PSD, power spectral density. You will get the power spectral density. So we can calculate the power spectra. Why we are calculating? we will be able to evaluate the power spectra of discrete PAM signals. That's why we are estimating the power spectra. There should be a reason why we are calculating the power spectra. Okay. So now the values of the function V of f and that autocorrelation, it depends upon the discrete PAM signal which is being considered. Okay. So now what we need to do is, I'll be showing all the intermediate steps how to solve for an NRZ unipolar format. So if you see in textbook, you will get directly will be having two steps that he has solved, Simon Akins has solved for getting the autocorrelation and power spectral density, but that may not be sufficient. I'll show you how to solve it. Okay, so one method, if I tell you, will be able to follow it. So this formula, is that clear, everyone? So I'm going to make use of this formula to solve my format. So this is like an exercise problem I'm going to do now. Is this formula clear? Now I'm going to make use of this formula.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
In this formula Sx of f, that T is TB, right?
T is TB, it is a bit duration.
Fine. Can you tell us where to use the other T? Basically, T is equal to TB log base to M.
That when you go for M-array formats.
So when M is equal to 2, it's the same, right?
Yeah, but when you go for a debit representation, here which I told, see, when you go for a symbol duration, that when I'm going to go for M-array, these type of formats, see, this polar quaternary format and all, there I'll be using that T. In other cases and all, I'll be using only TB. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now listen carefully. So now I'm going to solve for NRZ unipolar format. It is an example I'm doing to determine the autocorrelation and PSD using the formula with all intermediate steps. Okay, just see it. So now, first one, NRZ unipolar format. Let me take that diagram. See this diagram. This is the one. We are making of this for this. I am going to calculate the autocorrelation function and PSD. The question is to calculate the autocorrelation function and power spectral density. Okay, clear? For this, I want to calculate the autocorrelation function and power spectral density. What we have done, symbol 1, symbol 1. So in place of x of t plus a from 0 to tb, symbol 0, 0 for 0 to tb. So probability of probability of occurrence of 0 and 1. Okay, probability of occurrence of 0 or 1 are equiprobable. Am I correct? Is it equiprobable? A response? Is it equiprobable? Tell me. Your response, please.
Yes, sir, it is equiprobable.
Yeah. So when I take suppose if I toss a coin, head or tail, the probability of occurrence of head or tail is 1 by 2. So my probability of occurrence is going to be, your pk is going to be 1 by 2. Okay. And in place of plus a, I'm going to use small a because In the table I used like this. A for symbol 1. So that is the one I am going to use. And this V of f I will be taking TB sinc f TB. And I am going to substitute for power spectral density. So now you see. So P of occurrence of binary symbol 0. This is for occurrence of binary symbol 1. Sorry, binary symbol 0. This is for binary symbol. It is for binary symbol 1. So probability of occurrence is going to be 1 by 2. Okay. Now what the formula tells you? This is the formula. Formula is here. Okay. What is the formula? Ra of n is equal to E of Ak into Ak minus n. Okay. So this is the formula I am going to use it. So now I am going to take for two conditions. What happens when I put for n equal to 0? So at this place I am going to put n equal to 0. So what happens? It becomes E of Ak multiplied by Ak, which is E of Ak square. Okay. It is E of Ak square. So what happens? So E of Ak into Ak. Okay. It is Ak into Ak. So what are the two combinations you have? Either it may be 0, 0 or both should be same, or what should be combination, or 1, 1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now your binary symbol 1, how it is represented? Binary symbol 0. 0 is represented as 0 and 1 is represented as A, isn't it? 1 we are treating it as A and 0 we are taking it as 0. So this is like writing 0 multiplied by 0, okay, and this is like writing A multiplied by A. Okay, what is the probability of occurrence of this one? This is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2. Okay. See, in your 11th standard mathematics, when you take, okay, that is whenever this OR comes, okay, if I want to get a head or a tail, then you will put plus sign. You remember? Similarly, if I take, for example, if there is a pack of 52 cards, I want to get a black king and a red king. How do you write it? With replacement. You write it as, whenever AND comes, what do you write?
So multiply.
You will multiply. Whenever I write this or that, you will write it as plus. Okay. So that is why I am writing it as plus over here. I write it as, in this region, I write it as 0. So 0 into 0 into 1 by 2 plus A into 1 by 2. That is why I am getting A squared by 2 for what condition? N equal to 0. Is this step clear? You just tell me. Is that step clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now next case, I am going to take for n not equal to 0. Okay. That means this is not 0. So I cannot write as like this, Ak into Ak. Now what is written over here is, see, if the first Ak present bit was 0, minus n means previous bit. So previous bit may be 0, or present bit, if it is 0, previous bit may be 1. Or if present bit is 1, previous bit may be 0. Or if present bit is 1, previous bit also may be 1. So how many combinations are there? 4 combinations. So if there are 4 combinations, what is the probability of occurrence for each combination? It is 1 by 4. Is that point clear, which I have written over here?
Yes, sir.
So how do I write it? It is 0 into 0 into 1 by 4, this one, okay, plus 0 into 0 into 1 by 4 plus 0 into 0 into 1 by 4. Why I am writing like this? Because actually it is 0 into 0, but here it is 0. This is actually what? A. Now it is 1, 0. This is A into 0 plus A into 1 by 4. Why I am writing 0 into 0? Because here it is, first bit is, this bit is 0, 0. This is for 0, 1. This is for 1, 0. This is for 1, 1. So you are representing 0 as 0, 0 as 0, and probability of occurrence is 1 by 4. Here it is 0, this is 0, and for 1 I am representing it as A. Probability of occurrence is 1 by 4. Here it is A because it is 1. Next one is 0, it is 0 into 1 by 4 plus A into 1 by 4. Is this step clear?
Sir, can you explain the 3?
Yeah, I'll explain. See here. I'll explain this side. Here some space is there. Okay. What are the combinations we have? Now we are taking the combination for E of AK minus N. We are taking for a condition N not equal to 0. So this is one bit, this is previous bit, present bit, this is present bit, this is previous bit. So what are the combination you have? This present bit is 0, previous bit may also be 0. Present bit is 0, previous bit sometime may be 1. Present bit sometimes 1, previous bit may be 0. Present bit 1, previous bit may be also be 1. 4 combinations. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you represent 0? Symbol 0 is represented as 0, isn't it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now again 0 multiplied by, again it is next symbol is symbol 0, again it is 0. Probability of, this is, you have 4 combinations. So probability of occurrence is 1, 4. This or this or this. So it becomes plus. Okay. Now present bit is 0. What is the next bit now?
A.
A, because it is symbol 1. A. Combination is,
Got it, sir. 0, 0, 0, A square by 4.
Yeah. So this will become 0 into A into 1 by 4. This will become A multiplied by 0 into 1 by 4 plus this will become A into 1 by 4. Clear? So that is what I written 3 times into 0 into 1 by 4. You got it?
Yes.
So plus A squared into 1 by 4. This is for N not equal to 0. Okay. So now what we got? E of AK into AK minus N. For N equal to 0, we got A squared by 2. A squared by 4, we got N not equal to 0. Okay. How will you verify our result is correct or wrong? A small judgment, can you tell me? A logical judgment. Which should be higher, N equal to 0 or N not equal to 0? Which should have a higher value of autocorrelation?
N is equal to 0.
Equal to
So
0.
definitely A squared by 2 is higher than A squared by 4. Isn't it? Autocorrelation always will be peak at n equal to 0. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So you will be getting E of ak and ak minus n as this will be the value. Now we got this two. Okay. So this they written it directly in the book. Okay. So these are the steps to solve it. This is how you solve it. Okay. These are the steps I have shown you. How to get at n equal to 0 and a squared by 4. Now, this I told you basic pulse shape which are using of unit amplitude and duration TB, V of f we got TB sync FTB, and I need to use this formula. Okay, I need to use this formula for finding the power spectral density. Power spectral density I am using Poisson's formula exponential minus j 2 pi n of TB. This is a hint to find out. Use this formula exponential minus j 2 pi n of TB will give you 1 by TB del of f minus m by TB. This formula comes somewhere from sampling. Okay. When I sample a signal, you would have seen like this formula. From there on this Poisson's rule has come. Fs g of f minus mfs. M equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. Instead of writing Fs, okay, this is written as 1 by TB. Okay, because we are representing in terms of data rate. And I am using in terms of delta functions. I am writing 1 by TB del of f minus m by TB. So this is a Poisson's formula which will be used as a hint. Okay. Now I need to find out see the formula for finding the power spectral density, this one. Sx of f 1 by t. Here I use t as TB, V of f squared. And here what we have found out for NRZ unipolar format, Ra of n we got a squared by 2 for n equal to 0 and a squared by 4 for n not equal to 0. That has to be substituted over here. Is this equation clear? I am substituting this equation in that main equation. Just to see, this is for this I taken for Ra of n, where I taken for n equal to 0, I written this equation. Okay. N equal to 0, I use this equation. So what it is, for n equal to 0, it is a squared by 2. That value I substituted. Okay. And what does the formula contain? Magnitude of V of f squared. So what happens? It becomes magnitude of V of f squared. It becomes TB squared sin squared FTB. Yes or no? Please tell your response.
Yes, sir.
Because you are taking magnitude of V of f squared, this becomes TB squared sin squared FTB. And in the formula you have 1 by TB coming. Okay, this I taken it as TB. So I'll be getting a squared TB by 2 sin squared FTB. And this is for, I have taken for n not equal to 0. It becomes a squared TB by 4 and substituted in the main formula. Till this step it is clear. Why there is no exponential term over here? Because when I put n equal to 0, what happens? E power 0 will become 1. That's why this exponential term is not coming here. You have an exponential term coming over here for n not equal to 0. Is this step clear? I'll just wait. Is this step clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah. So now I'm going to solve this equation now. See, in your Poisson's formula, I use delta f. Delta f normally is a direct delta f function. At f equal to 0, it becomes delta f. Sinc function has nulls at 1 by tb and 2 by tb, isn't it? Sinc function is somewhat like this. It has nulls. At nulls at 1 by tb here. This is at minus 1 by tb. So the amplitude will go off to 0. Okay, sinc ftb. That's why we called as nulls. So how will I calculate Sx of f? Can anyone tell me? Can tell me the step? How will I go? I have given you a step by step. Not even one step I missed. How will I solve now? I have one complication now in this one. What is that complication? Poisson's formula is telling m equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. But here I have one hindrance where that n not equal to 0 is coming. That has to be overcome. So what is the solution? Only then I can go for Sx of f. Yeah.
So the second part of S of x, that a square by 4 term, that will only exist when delta function becomes to 1, right? But we know that at those points, whenever delta function becomes 1, sinc function becomes 0.
Correct.
So that is directly eliminated. It tends to 0 for every case of m that is not equal to 0.
But my question was, here you have n not equal to 0 coming. I can use this rule only if it is a continuous function. You able to follow? M equal to minus infinity to plus infinity is given the formula. How to bring to this form now? So what I will do is, okay, the first person over here, that is a squared tb by 2 sinc squared ftb. Okay, this one. This one, can I write it as a squared tb by 4 sinc squared ftb? Can I write this as a squared tb by 4, okay, sinc squared ftb, okay, plus a squared tb by 4 sinc squared ftb. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
We can write, isn't it? Now, what I'll do is, I written like this. Okay. So my equation, what it has become now, I'll write it now. Now I can write it as Sx of f a squared tb by 4 sinc squared ftb plus a squared tb by 4 sinc squared ftb plus my a squared tb by 4. What is it? A squared tb by 4 sinc squared ftb summation. What we have now? N equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. We have exponential. What we have? Exponential minus j 2 pi f n tb. Is this correct? This step you are able to follow? Here we have one condition. What it is? N not equal to 0. I wrote the same equation. You're able to follow? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'll write it as, I can write Sx of f is equal to a squared tb by 4 sin squared ftb, okay, plus a squared tb by 4 sin squared ftb. I'll open a bracket over here, summation, okay, n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, okay, e power minus j 2 pi f n t b. Will it be correct? Here, when
Yes.
n equal to 0, it becomes what it happens. Will I get back this one?
Yes, sir. We'll just get 1 from the exponential
Because it is
term.
e power 0. Okay. So now what happened? I included n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Clear? All of you, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. So now I included basically like a Poisson's formula. Now I can use my result. Now I can use my result. So what will happen to the result now? Tell me now. What happens to Sx of f? A squared tb by 4 sin squared ftb, okay, plus what will be the result now? In Poisson's formula, when you use, you have 1 by tb over there, isn't it? And 1 by tb is there, correct? So this tb and this tb gets cancelled, fine. And where it exists, can tell me? I already written sinc ftb as null set f is equal to 1 by tb, 2 by tb. So what will be result now coming? See the formula, Poisson's formula. 1 by tb summation m equal to minus infinity del of f minus m by tb. So what will be result now? Sin squared has null set 1 by tb. So m if I increase 1, 2, 3, what will be the result? Plus 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2. What will be the result in that point? Sin squared. Sin
So
squared, what will be the
0.
result at that point?
So 0, right?
0. It will go to nulls. Okay. So delta function exists at which point? M equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
Direct delta function at f equal to 0 is del of f. So what will be this result now? Tell me. When I substitute, what will happen to this result? Poisson's formula divide by TB and then tell me what is the result. This is the result we are computing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So at m is equal to 0, sin square of 0 is basically 1. So we'll get a square by 4.
A squared by 4. Yeah.
And for
Other
all
points it will become 0.
0.
Yeah.
For
So
0.
I'll be getting a squared by 4. So this is existing at f equal to 0. Correct. Del of f. Is that clear? So this is the result you get for power spectral density.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Where did the a square by 2 term go?
A squared by 2, what we did over here? A squared TB by 2, I split into A squared TB by 4 plus A squared TB by 4. That is A squared TB by 2. 1 I put inside the summation.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
So you got A squared TB by 4. This is fully coming in this term. It's fully coming in this term. So get A squared TB by 4 sin square of TB plus A squared by 4 del of F. Okay. So steps are very much needed. Okay, students. Just Simon-Atkins, you have only 2 steps. It means that we need to solve it. Okay. So all the intermediate steps we need to solve it. Same thing we need to do for other type of format, NRZ polar format, NRZ bipolar format, and Manchester like this. Okay. So we can prove for other formats. Like this we need to do it. For NRZ polar, NRZ bipolar, Manchester. Here for Manchester that autocorrelation will be same as that of NRZ. And these are calculating the PSD for NRZ polar end results. A square TB, sin square FTB, how you got it like that. In Manchester format when you do it, as I told you, what I written over here V of F, this V of F has to be used. Yeah, because it is a doublet pulse. JTB sin FTB by 2 sin pi FTB. That result has to be used so that you get this result. Okay. So when you do NRZ polar format, okay, what do you think that what you will be doing it? Can you just tell me the procedure, what you will be doing in array of n, what it will be? What is it NRZ polar format? It has between minus an plus a, isn't it? Yes or no? NRZ polar, symbol one A polarity and other one is minus a polarity, isn't it? Here.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A and minus a we need to take. Okay. So that has to be substituted. Why it is becoming a squared? I will tell you a hint. Okay. Either it can be, what was it? AK into AK minus n. So what are the combinations we have? 0, 0 or 1, 1. So either it can be A into A. Okay. Or this is into what? 1 by 2, isn't it? Plus minus a into minus a into 1 by 2. So what happens? A squared by 2 plus a squared by 2. It becomes a squared. Clear?
So can I explain this one more time?
Yeah. I am just explaining the logic now for NRZ polar. Okay. This one. So when I write RA of n, how do you write it? E of AK minus n. So if I put n equal to 0, what it is? E of AK into AK. So what it is? You can have either 0, 0 combination or 1, 1 combination. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? For binary symbol 0, what is the combination you have? For NRZ bipolar. Bipolar 0 has minus a. See here. Minus a. These combinations we need to work out. There you will get one minus a plus a combinations. That will become a square. A squared by 2 plus A squared by 2 it is becoming actually. Got it? Same way as we did in the earlier one, like that we need to split the combination like this. Like this we need to do it. Got it? But here it was not 0 over there because it is NRZ polar. Is that clear? NRZ polar, what it is? Confused? It. See here. What do we have here? See, it's fine. Just see the waveform which I given. You will get it. Just go through the waveform. NRZ polar format. Polar format, you have seen the waveforms? What it is here? Students, please see here. Plus A and minus A. This format. Plus A and minus A. So what is the combination you have? 0, 0 or 1, 1. So how much you will get? What is for 0? Minus A multiplied by minus A multiplied by 1 by 2 plus A into 1 by 2. How much is it? When you add? How much is it?
A square.
A square. That is what I written over here. Clear? Is it clear? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So like that we need to, after finding autocorrelation, we need to prove it Sx of f. Okay. Similarly for bipolar format also. So when you go for, I'll give you a hint for when you go for bipolar format. When you go for a bipolar format, okay, I'll just give you a hint, but you need to solve it little bit. I'll give you a hint for NRZ bipolar. See, if P of AK is equal to A, combination can come. P of AK equal to 0, combination can come. And P of AK equal to minus A, combination can come. Is that correct? P of AK equal, what will be the probability over here for this one? Anyone, can you tell me? AK is taking for symbol 1. What happens bipolar? Either it can go plus or minus A. So what is the probability over here? Plus A, minus A. What is the probability? This point.
By 4.
Yeah, this will become 1 by 4. This will become 1 by 4 and this is 1 by 2.
1 by 2.
Okay. Like that you have to solve and then get this autocorrelation. Those intermediate steps which I solved, okay, I given you in that notes. Is this step clear, everyone? You are able to follow today? Or are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
So a lot of mathematical analysis is there. So what we need to do is every step we need to calculate very carefully, one by one. A small mistake, what happens is, even though it looks to be simple, but one small change in probability that can change the result, okay, the end result. That's what I was telling. So when you go for normally this, all these polar formats and all, okay, we have to calculate its, whatever be the question, you see what type of format, what is the pulse which is given, okay. See where I have to take the autocorrelation and power spectral density, okay. Both has to be computed. That is why we are studying this power spectral density and all, okay. So today's class, everyone, you are able to follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please wait a minute. Please wait a minute. All of you got that notes which are attached it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is just a PDF document I uploaded, okay. And this recording also will be there. So all these basic steps in mathematics we are able to follow, everyone, probability. Yeah, to you only, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts? Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So where have you sent
Yes,
the
sir.
note?
Yeah, someone asked something. Can you tell me?
So where have you sent?
I can't hear you. Please be audible.
So where have you sent the notes?
It is there in the Teams analog and digital communication. In that files you have, I written my name. In that folder you have all notes I uploaded. In today's notes I put it as lecture 30 onwards. It is available.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, sir.